right, May 14th, almost 6 p.m. Going across the bridge here near downtown Sydney, Darling Harbour. Trying to meet up with the Sydney Harbour runners for a group run club. Kind of crashing it, we'll see. It's nice and warm out.
It's great to meet the legend, the one and only. Yeah.
Sydney on 3, 1, 2, 3. Sydney!
Currently pretty rainy here. Athlete Expo check. Alright, I dropped off my finish line drop bulb. Misty fog. Beautiful vegetation too. Wow. Spectacular views. Look at this rock. Alright, it's the day before the race. Put the date there. Just doing the 50K tomorrow. Totally different trails than the climate I am used to. Edinburgh Castle Lookout. Let's go check it out. Not the relay of the course, obviously, but and a different climate, but actually cooler than I thought it would be. Wow, look at this. Feeling good, still healthy. Kind of wish I trained on some more stairs now that I see the nature of these stairs. You never know if they're like concrete stairs or wooden block stairs or like Colorado 14er stairs. We have a lot of switchbacks in the US. These are steeper. It's obviously rained a lot in the last couple of days this week. It's muddy out here. It's going into fall, southern hemisphere, right? So totally different climate from what I'm used to. Vegetation, plants, but beautiful, spectacular. Really honored to be here. Blue Mountains for this UTMB event. There's some exposure there on the cliff. Yeah, spectacular. Can't wait for tomorrow. Oh, I'm on part of the course. It's a nature trail outside of Lara. That's what I'm dealing with here. A little slippery with all the rain. Wow. Look at this. A lot of stairs. Got the Hokas and Knolls on. Beautiful day, a little humid for me. Different environment than Colorado mountains, that's for sure. Watching out for snakes.
They have all earned themselves direct qualification into OCC UTMB World Series Finals. Hoka UTMB Mont Blanc. I'll go to you, Marcin.
Here we go. So, down from the number 10, coming from France, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Thomas Sauvetre. In 9th position, Duncan Lowen. 7th position, please welcome Sage Kennedy.
Thank you. Thanks. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.
18 minutes and 5 seconds. Make a lot of noise for Blake Turner. 59 seconds. Please welcome Hajime Kazagi. At the UTMB 50 in a time of 4 hours, 4 minutes and 11 seconds, our winner, Daniel Jones. And yeah, I think he's not really have to fly to the US. And we're down to the top 3. So, in a race time of 4 hours, 57 and 13 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, coming from Australia, please welcome Holly Ranson. Our top 2 coming from New Zealand in a time of 4:34.42. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ruth Croft. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna need the biggest round of applause. She's coming from China. In a time of 4:33.12, please welcome and make a whole lot of noise for Yao Miao!
All right, greetings from Newcastle, Australia. Decided to drive over here after the race. I'm on Horseshoe Beach, I believe, looking out towards Novi's lighthouse, I believe. We're gonna go check it out. I hope this connects. There's a jogging path up over there. Not sure. I think this beach is good for me to walk on. It's a little rainy here, but it's warm. I'm used to cold rain, so I think it's rained almost every day I've been here in Australia. It's kind of the rainy season, you know, fall. But had a great time. Actually, the best weather day might have been race day. Rewind to Saturday. Didn't get a lot of footage because, of course, it was an early morning start in the dark with the headlamps, the head torches on. Beautiful day, though. I was like, it's kind of cold and rainy walking around. I was like, man, I wonder if I need my rain jacket. Taking the shuttle from Lyra across to Katoomba to the start at Scenic World. A little bit of a journey, like a 3 a.m., you know, wake up morning, 2 a.m. Breakfast type of deal. But not rushed at the start. It was well organized, you know, UTMB event. Been doing that for a while. Ultra Trail Australia, of course, is a classic race in this country and something that I've always wanted to do over the last 10 years at least. Ever since I did probably Tarawera 100K in New Zealand back in 2014. First time 2013 actually. I was looking to come over to Australia. I didn't realize, you know, it's still a bit of a trek over and a long plane flight, of course, from the US. I do feel bad about that with my carbon footprint. Not gonna lie, I realize that's a huge aspect of my carbon footprint is the international travel, the long plane flights for these luxury types of things. But you know, destination race, something I've always wanted to check out, and the running community was great. Has been really great and supportive here with everyone that cheered me on during the race, everyone I've met in Sydney doing the Sydney Harbour Runners Run Club Shakeout Run. It was a shakeout run for me, it's their weekly run. A lot of good turnout there, as well as everyone around the event, UTA. You know, a lot of locals, a lot of people traveling from Sydney or other parts of Australia, but then a lot of people who were traveling internationally from different parts of Asia. You know, there probably weren't a ton of runners, I guess, from the US like me, but, you know, all over the world, Europe, met a lot of cool people. So Let's see if I can get up on this boardwalk here. Got the Hoka speed goats on in the sand. I brought my beach sandals. Maybe going to Bondi Beach later for some beach time relaxing. The legs are quite sore though, so we'll do a play down of the race, how things went down. It was a solid race for me. 7th place, I believe. So top 10 get the auto entry to OCC for 2027. So it's a majors race, a UTMB majors, Oceania majors. So top 10 in each category qualify for that category in Chamonix for 2027. So it's the auto way in without doing the lottery, kind of the lead entry aspect, which I think is spelled out and fair. And it was a huge goal going into this one. I was doing that major. You also get double stones if you finish. So if you're a person that's not in the top 10, of course, just finishing the race, double stone incentive. Instead of getting 2 stones or 1 stone, you get 3. Instead of getting 2 stones, you get 4 stones. We'll put it that way. But if you did, top 10 in the 100K or top 10 in the 100 miler, you would qualify for CCC and UTMB 100 respectively. So that's kind of the auto entry of the majors and the incentive of coming here. Another good reason, but I got that goal accomplished. The other goal, of course, was being the top masters runner in my age category. So I'm 40 now. So if I was just the top guy in 40 to 45 age group range over the line, even if I wasn't top 10, still would have gotten that qualifier because they do the age group categories, which is increasingly more important to me as a aging masters runner now. So, got to hold it down against the young whippersnappers, right? And there were a lot of fast, young, speedy guys. Shout out to them. Great group out. Of course, Daniel Jones, class act. He's been winning a lot of races. He's a 14:30 100 miler at Western States. He's done well in Europe at UTMB races. He's of course won Tarawera multiple times. I've seen him there. So 216 road marathoner, multi-sport athlete, dominated the field again. And some other competitive runners, especially from Japan. Shout out to them. And the women's side, of course, hot on my heels was Ruth Croft and Miao Yao, who was won OCC twice. One of the best in the business. They have high UTMB index scores, but they were under the women's existing course record. I know the course has changed slightly over the years, but great race. Hats off to them. My race was solid. It could have been a lot better. I think there's a lot of time savings if I trained for the stairs maybe differently, and maybe I shouldn't have run Boston so fast a couple weeks ago. That 2:36 at Boston training run was maybe still in my legs a little bit. I don't know. Excuses. What other excuse can I come up with? Oh yeah, I was so I had some great vegan food dishes, plant-based dishes, especially in Sydney, Katoomba, Lyra. Shout out to Rustic in Katoomba for their great vegan pizza. But the night before the race, I got some pasta. It was pasta marinara with vegetarian, not from Rustic, from a different restaurant. And there wasn't the checkbox on the DoorDash order to remove the cheese. They put cheese, usually sprinkle cheese on pasta regardless in any Italian restaurant I've been to, at least in the US, that's a common thing. I didn't check that box. My pasta came, I got it back at the hotel. It's the only thing I had to eat. I look at it, it's smothered in cheese. I'm trying to pick around it because, vegan. Not super lactose intolerant, but I think over the years of not eating dairy for the last 10 years, mostly, I've become more lactose intolerant, surprisingly. So was not happy about that. It made my stomach feel a bit off the rest of that night. Didn't sleep all the night before the race. And then early morning start, my stomach was off. My stomach was off the whole race. I was dry heaving. And it wasn't because I was trying to slam a bunch of gels, because usually that doesn't happen in 50Ks as much. I was slamming some gels though. I was able to get the gels down. I didn't puke or anything, but my stomach was feeling iffy and gassy and just off, I think, from that dairy consumption and the lactose that, my gut's really not used to now. But, I wasn't jet lagged. The travel did not faze me. The time zone change did not faze me. No excuses there. I was also crewless because, of course, my better half, Sandy, couldn't make the trip out. So I'm switching my bottles. Aid stations were great, but definitely a delay when you have to still, unscrew the tops of your bottles, put the fluid in, or have the aid station volunteers help you do that, and you don't have just that quick bottle switch off. I was also carrying multiple sets of bottles in my vest, which are actually some extra weight and capacity, as well as about 9 SIS gels. And you feel that extra weight on the uphill on the first mile. We took it out hard. If you look at the GAP on Strava there, like my heart rate was going up. And I was feeling it, and part of it was maybe that extra weight. It's a significant weight to carry all your gels in the race. I wouldn't do that in a longer one. Usually I'd have a drop bag, probably But since I was crewless, I carried my SIS gels, which I like, and it worked out well, but it was definitely some potential there. The main thing though was the stairs. The stairs, everyone warned me about the stairs in the last half. It was really the stairs in the first half that surprised me more. And I love the technical downhills. I was wearing the Hoka's in all 3 trail shoe, great shoe, pretty minimal. So I wanted it lightweight, good traction. It worked well in the mud. There was a lot of rock hopping, beautiful views and vistas across the scenic, the mountains, the Blue Mountains here in Australia are just spectacular, but totally different from any other mountain range I've run on in the world, I'd say. And gosh, I don't think there's a path up. Maybe there's a path over here. I'm gonna figure out how to get up to this boardwalk here. But what was I saying there? The stairs were making my legs feel a little shaky, musculature wise, and I knew there were stairs going in. I wish I went to the gym and did some Stairmaster training or something, because after the Boston Marathon, training at altitude in the mountains, and then feeling some of the humidity here, the warmer temperatures, the nature of the stairs, my legs muscles were not feeling great. It's pretty jacked up. And truth be told, I've been suffering from a bit of knee pain from a tight quad, I think, that I'm trying to nip in the bud, but it's the stairs really aggravated that knee issue. Always had some glute issues and stuff like that, but the stairs were a big challenge for everyone, obviously, and something that made this race unique, I think, for me. But spectacular scenery. The clouds cleared, sun came up, hour and a half in, we took our head torches off. I got dropped from the lead pack. I was kind of actually running solo in maybe 8th place, 7th place a lot of the race. But passing the 100 milers and cheering on other people, we passed, I guess the 100K course also starts off the same, but a lot of 100 mile runners finishing up on their second day that we passed that cheered me on and were really encouraging, and really great to see out there. But still a lot of climbing on this course, over 7,000 feet of climbing, and not at the super. There were some really technical bits. There were some really untechnical bits. There were, metal stairs, ladder stairs, almost steep stairs, concrete stairs, rock hopping. There were some creek crossings, beautiful vegetation, of course. I saw a wallaby in the final 3K or so on one of the fire roads going out before that final 955 flight stair climb in the last mile, which was brutal and almost cramped me up. But suffered through it, made the finish, and a great 50K. Finally excited to be out here, honored and privileged to be able to travel all the way to Australia for this race. Very unique, great organization, great running community in Australia here, really strong. So thankful for that. Title sponsor Hoka for allowing me to be able to do this, and all the people I've met along the way. It's just congrats to all the runners, even if you were out there just watching or working or helping crew and support. Hats off to you. So really excited for what's next. I'll tell you what's next is I'm going to Japan for the Kappa Spa 50K, and that's outside of Tokyo in June. So another international trip, I know, but I wanted to go back to Japan ever since my university days of running the Izumo Ekiden. So great running culture there, and trail running in Asia is really picking up, I think, and it's great to see. I love the diversity. I love meeting people, respecting nature and enjoying the trails and getting out there, getting fit, getting healthy, and getting excited about these events. So thanks so much for watching. Let me know how you're doing. I got more training talks on the way, of course. Sandy and I launched Breakthrough Lab. If you're a road marathon runner looking to qualify for Boston or maybe run a sub 3-hour marathon, it's a group coaching course program, collective thing. You can check it out on our website, higherrunning.com. Check out the Breakthrough Lab, linked in the bio there, but really appreciate all your support. If you're 4 months out from a fall marathon or winter marathon, might be thinking about that qualifier. Liking and subscribing on here. Thanks to Patreon supporters for making this channel possible. Hope you're doing well, and stay tuned for more via 2Max Productions. Let's go to see this lighthouse.